Hello learner. In an earlier video, we had introduced ourselves to the idea of horse capacities. The horse word is made up of 4 capacities: hope, optimism, resilience, and self-efficacy. In an earlier video, we had looked at what is hope and how it can be developed. In this video, I want to explain how do we understand optimism and what is it that we can do to become more optimistic in our lives. What is optimism and how do we understand optimism? Optimism is defined as having a positive attribution of success and failures. The way we think about successes and failures in our lives. How do we think about being successful in our lives and in the future? Now there are 2 words which are opposite we call as optimism and pessimism. An optimist is an individual who thinks that this is a good world. This is a world that is nice. This is a world which is beautiful. This is a world that is full of opportunities and we can meet successes in this world. A pessimist, on the other hand, is a person who believes that this is a bad world and everything is going wrong and bad news is actually true, is permanent and is there to stay forever. I want you to remember a beautiful statement by Rumi who said, "Live life as if it is rigged in your favor." Unfortunately, a pessimist thinks that everything is going wrong and it is against himself or herself and not in his or her favor. Now let's look at what does an optimist and a pessimist do when they meet failures. A pessimist thinks that when there is a failure, it is permanent. This will always happen. I always meet failure. This is universal. Everything. So it is not just about temporality, about time, but everything about what I do. So it is also about everything that I will try out, it will turn out to be bad. And finally, internalizes. A pessimist internalizes, which is if something goes wrong, it is because of me. It is because I am not capable, there are problems with myself. On the other hand, an optimist actually thinks that if there is a failure, it is only temporary. It is specific. I have failed at this particular thing. It is not that I will fail at everything, and externalizes. They are conscious and mindful that, well, if there are failures, in spite of my best efforts, there could be things that are beyond my control. Very interestingly, when it comes to success, pessimist and optimist flip over. And when there is a success, a pessimist thinks that this is temporary. Well, I have been successful as of now, but well, future I may meet failures again. They think that this is only specific, this is only an exception. And lastly, they externalize a success that, well, I got lucky. I just got lucky and that is why I have been successful. Whereas an optimist, when it comes to success, they think and believe that this is going to be permanent. This is the actual state. I will meet success. They universalize, which is, well, I will try out different things and most often I will be successful, and they internalize. They appreciate good things within them and they recognize that there is something good, some potential that is within them. So that's a very important way of thinking when it comes to optimism and pessimism. And therefore, I want to tell you, if you have to develop optimism, you have to build this way of thinking. First of all, believe that it is possible. I have been talking about this in earlier videos also. Internalize successes and externalize failures. Remember that there is potential within us. So believe in yourself is very important. Focus on the things that you can do, which is putting in your best efforts. That is all that we can do. Be grateful for everything. If there are successes, well, remember, we have to be thankful about it. If there are failures, we will learn and grow from those failures. See beauty. It is not that world is always bad. Look at world as something that is full of opportunities. Remember, when it comes to optimism, we can learn optimism. In an earlier video, when I introduced the horse capacities, I said these are developmental in nature. You can become optimistic over time. Remember, if there are failures, believe they are not permanent but only temporary. So accept the past, accept failures and say, well, they are only temporary. Appreciate the moment, appreciate things that you are doing, and believe that good things can happen to you. Okay, they are not universal. Failures are only specific, they are only temporary, and they could be because of things that are beyond your control. Keep looking at the future, keep looking at the world around you as a world that is full of opportunity, where we can try and we can become successful. And success is permanent, success is universal, and success is because I have that potential within me. Thank you very much.